everyone, welcome to Slow Flow. The date is April 9th, which is my little tiny dog's first birthday. So we're definitely having a party for him tonight, a one-person, three-dog party. Okay, sorry. So if you're new to Slow Flow, it's just a Vinyasa style class, so we'll be moving and flowing with our breath. Today is going to be the start of a 7-week chakra balancing experience with me in my classes. So if you're on board for that, today we're going to start with the root chakra, and then we'll just go, basically I'm just going to scratch the very surface of chakra, what chakras are, how to balance them, what each chakra is associated with, that kind of stuff. And if you're still interested in it, there are so many books, so many resources that you can utilize if you want to continue learning about chakras. If you're already well versed in chakras, then you can just use this to keep on meditating. Again, today we'll do the root, and then each week, if you're not into chakras at all, you can either skip the first portion of the video, which is where we'll do our meditation, or you can, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. So you could either skip it, or you could just do your own meditation, really just focusing on your breath. I'm not trying to get too spiritual or anything. I'm not getting too deep into chakras. Really, I'm just using it as something to, it can be used as a tool to analyze systematically where there might be imbalances in your life. So whether you're really into it and you eat all the correct vegetables and you do color therapy and crystal healing and you're really into chakras, that's great. That's one type of person. Another type of person might be, maybe I'm not so into chakras, but it's an interesting kind of way to be more introspective for myself. And I mean, for me, I have a really analytical mind, so that it can really help me to have sort of a system to, okay, number one, this is what I look at. Number two, this is what I look at. Number three, this is what I look at. To sort of systematically figure out where you're having these imbalances in your life, and then how to, rebalance yourself. They call it clearing blocked chakras or balancing chakras. But you can use it to see, maybe I'm doing too much of this thing in my life. How can I dial that down? So it's just an interesting way. It's going to be just different for everyone. That's how everything is in life. Everything is just different for everyone. Everyone's at a different place in their life. So really just come into it with where you are in life, your own personal experiences, and all that. So yeah, feel free to skip ahead if you want to. If you're interested in chakras, never done anything with it, then we're just going to be very, very basic here. So I hope you like it. Feel free to leave me a comment or send me a private message if you want to, if you have any questions or concerns or anything like that. I'm definitely very responsive. So we're going to just go ahead and get started in a comfortable seated position. So if you want to sit on the edge of a block or a blanket, or just sit on the ground on your yoga mat, then just go ahead and do that. Really sit up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And this time I do want your hands to be resting palms down on your knees or on your thighs, somewhere on your lap. And that's really going to be that grounding feeling. So I'll sort of, once we get into the meditation, I'll explain just sort of the aspects and the associations of the root chakra. So again, you can listen, you don't have to listen, but let's just go ahead and start really just letting go of everything. So shut down your eyes. Start to bring your attention, your awareness into your own body. Take a few deep breaths here. try to let go of everything outside of this little space that you've created for yourself. Let your breath flow freely in and out through your nose. Unclench your jaw, release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Just really relax and keep on breathing. Start to visualize your root chakra. So chakra means wheel. So these are supposed to be the 7 energy centers in the body. And the root chakra is located at the base of the spine. So it's associated with basically the base of your spine, your hips, anything from there down. So your legs, your feet. If you have any ailments in your legs and feet, the root chakra might be something to think about. And anything also, the digestive system can also be associated with it. So in Sanskrit, it is Muladhara chakra, so root chakra or wheel. It's associated with the color red. So visualize that spinning disc of red light at the base of your spine. It's associated with the element of earth. So each chakra is associated with a specific element. So the root chakra is associated with earth. It's associated with grounding, financial stability, safety, security, belonging, anything that's like a basic survival need. So whether that's like hunger, do you have enough food? Do you have too much food? Fear, shelter, warmth, anything like that, anything that is just so basic to your own survival is associated with the root chakra. So it all starts from there. It all starts from there. So it's the root of everything. So like anything in life, there's one extreme and the other extreme. So what we're trying to do here is bring everything into balance. So the root chakra, any chakra, can be blocked and it can also be overactive. So you have to figure out sort of which direction you're leaning here. So if it's blocked, you might be experiencing feelings of fear, anxiety. You might be unsure. You might have financial instability, food instability, shelter, anything like that, where you just don't feel secure in your life. You don't feel like you're thriving. That's when your root chakra might be blocked. If you have an overactive root chakra, these are symptoms or signs of overactivity. Greediness, aggressiveness, if you're materialistic or gluttonous, those might be signs that you're overactive here. But if you have a balanced root chakra and you're right in between, you'll feel safe, secure, centered, grounded, and just happy to be alive. You'll be thriving. So those are, that's just the very, very basic. That's just the scratching the surface of the root chakra. So just continuing with our meditation here, I'll offer a mantra. This one is sort of a 3-part mantra. And it's just an affirmation. If you don't want to, if you want to do a different mantra, create your own, do your own thing. But if you want to just follow along with the class, I've just come up with a really simple mantra here. And it is, it's an affirmation. You can repeat it to yourself throughout class. You can repeat it to yourself throughout the day, throughout your week. It's that thing of when you look in the mirror and you notice that one eyebrow that's kind of wonky, and every single day, oh, I hate that eyebrow. That eyebrow is so ugly. Over time, your mind starts to think, yeah, that's the truth. That's absolutely the truth. My eyebrow is ugly. It's just an example. But if you can rewire your brain to saying, geez, I have this funky eyebrow and it's kind of awesome, it's my best feature, I look curious all the time, then you're going to start rewiring your brain to think that is an asset, and you'll think, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So really, it's what you say becomes reality. What you think becomes reality. So, that can just be said for any mantra. So that's my mantra spiel. So the one that I have for today, just keep taking your full deep breaths. I am grounded. I am safe and secure. I trust myself. I am grounded. I am safe and secure. I trust myself. So take one more full round of breath. Feel free to repeat that as many times as you want throughout practice. And we'll just begin a little bit of movement here. So start rotating. You can start some trunk circles. So rotate over to your right knee and then over to your left knee. Rotate back, keeping your hands on your knees. Just go a couple times in each direction on your own here. Then blink open your eyes whenever you're ready, and then we'll make our way into a hands and knees position. So stack your wrists directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Just begin to find a little movement here, side to side, forwards and backwards, whatever you need. Maybe roll through some cat-cows by lifting your gaze and dropping your belly on your inhale and then exhaling to curl your spine. Just take a few full rounds of breath, just wiggling it out however you need. Whenever you're ready, we'll meet down in child's pose. So take your knees to the outer edges of your mat, touch your big toes together, sit your hips down and back to your heels, reach your arms forward and bring your forehead down to the mat. Once you get there, roll your forehead from side to side a couple times, really grounding your forehead down into that mat. Remember that theme here of grounding, of really being connected to the earth. Right now, more than ever, we need that grounding. It's so easy to watch the news, to get on Facebook, to, whatever, and get all up in your head. All this crazy stuff is happening, and just overthink it all and literally drive yourself crazy. Take this time to let that stuff go. Ground yourself down in reality, in the earth. Just take this time to let all that stuff go, get out of your own head, get into your body. So feel your body here on the mat. Start to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat till your right hand comes off the mat. Then stack your left hand on top of your right, really stretching into your left side body here. Feel that big stretch in your left shoulder, the left side of your rib cage. Take a full round of breath. And then start walking your hands back through center, over to the left side. Left hand comes off the side of your mat, right hand stacks on top. Send that full deep breath into your right shoulder, your right rib cage. And start walking your hands back to center again. And then start walking your hands forward until your hips pop off the mat, pop off your heels. Step your knees in so that they're underneath your hips once more. Reach your arms way far forward, come down to your elbows. We're going into puppy, so it's a big stretch in the front of your chest, the front of your shoulders, your armpits. So ideally, your chest would be all the way on the ground. Mine, I'm not that flexible. You can rest your head on the ground. Take a deep breath here. And then start walking your hands forward, walking your legs back, all the way until you come onto your belly and get your props out of the way. So once you're on your belly, really reach your arms. Give yourself that big full body stretch here. And then start walking your hands back towards you, one handprint at a time, keeping your elbows straight, coming into seal. So your hips are pressing down to the mat, just lifting off, feeling that back bend here. Take a full round of breath. And then come down onto your elbows. Reach your left arm out in front of you. Reach your right arm next to you like out like a T. You can just rest on your left ear here, and then bring your right leg up. So resting on your chest, just feel that gentle stretch here in your shoulder and your hip. And just take a full round of breath here. Again, just grounding, just really feeling yourself connecting with the earth here. Remember that mantra, I am grounded, I am safe and secure, I trust myself. We'll just rotate over to the other side, so bring your right leg down, send your right arm up, and then bend your left knee and your left elbow. Take a couple full rounds of breath on this side. I am grounded. I am safe and secure. I trust myself. And just make your way back to center. Slide your hands directly under your shoulders. Really zip your legs together and root down through the tops of your feet. And on your inhale, lift your head, peel your chest off the mat for baby cobra. Use the strength in your back here. One more inhale. And exhale your head down to the mat. Tuck your toes under, engage your quads to lift your kneecaps. Option to come up on your toes or on your knees with strength on your inhale. Rise to high plank, top of a push-up. Then exhale to send your hips up and back for downward facing dog. First down dog of practice, so take some time to wiggle it out, walk it out, bend your knees, do whatever you need to do. Really press into your hands and straighten out your spine. Let your head hang heavy. Take a full round of breath. Then press both of your heels down to the mat. A gentle bend in your knees is fine. Really reach your hips high and try to straighten out your spine. Then inhale to lift your gaze. Then exhale to step all the way to the top of your mat for a forward fold. Let your head hang heavy here. Optional ragdoll, sway side to side. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Release your hands towards the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Straighten out your spine. Exhale to fold forward. Bend your knees. Round your spine. Inhale. As slow as you can. Stack your spine. Rising all the way up. And shrug your shoulders. Forwards and backwards. Take a sip of coffee. Inhale to reach your arms up overhead. Exhale for a big side body stretch to the left, to the right. Either way, just do the opposite of me. Inhale, reach. Exhale the other way. Oh, a big side body stretch. It feels so good. Inhale, reach. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten out that spine. Exhale, bend your knees. Plant your hands. Step back into high plank, top of a push-up. Take a big inhale here. And exhale on your knees is fine as an option. Lower all the way down to your belly. Again, root down through the tops of your feet. Zip your legs together. Inhale for your baby cobra. Strong back here. Exhale, lowers it down. Tuck your toes under. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. And we'll go through one more time this sun salutation A. So inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Lift your arms. My computer screen goes black on me. It's so annoying. Okay. Lift your arms. Exhale to the right. Inhale, reach. Exhale the other way. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step back to high plank. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, lower to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a full round of breath. Take one more full round of breath here. And downward facing dog. Then inhale to lift your gaze. Exhale to step all the way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, round your spine. Inhale, rise all the way up. Lift your arms overhead. And exhale your hands to heart center. Take a moment, grab some water, coffee, whatever you need. And feel free, if you need a couple more of those to warm up, or just to keep flowing, keep on flowing through. I'm going to continue, just for the sake of time, trying to make sure my mat is far enough away from this thing. I think you'll be able to see me there. That should be okay. Sorry, not a professional videographer. It's been rough for me. So starting at the top of your mat, take a big step back with your right foot, or whichever foot, so that you can see me. You're sideways on your mat here. And then once you get here, 5-pointed star, lift your arms up high. Really spread your fingers wide. Just become as big as you can possibly be. Notice that my toes are pointing outward. Take a big inhale, big expansive. And then exhale, sit it down low. Options for your arms, you can tuck your elbows into your sides. You could bring your hands to heart center. You could even do a little forward bow. Then inhale, lift up. We'll do this a few more times, so flow with your own breath. Exhale it down, choose whatever variation. Inhale to lift. Exhale it down. You could just go a couple more times with your own breath. Next time you come down, bring your hands to your knees. Really kind of put your weight on those knees so you can drop your shoulders one shoulder at a time. Oh, if that feels good. Just dropping your shoulders side to side. Feel that twist in your spine. Inhale to rise back up. Now rotate your toes so they face forward. And exhale for a forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. You can shift your hips side to side a little bit here. Let your head hang heavy. Take a full round of breath. Then rotate your right toes so that they point to the right side of your mat. So really drive into the ball of your foot here to light up your gastrocnemius, this muscle in your calf. And then engage your quad to lift your kneecaps. A really strong front leg here. A little bend in your front knee is okay. We don't want to hyperextend that front knee. So then inhale to lift your left arm high, so going into triangle. If you do have a block or some kind of a bolster handy, you can always use that to give yourself that little extra bit of lift. Really really strong core here, belly button to spine. Eyes can be lifted to that top hand or dropped down to your foot. Either way is fine. Take a full round of breath here. Trikonasana. One more big inhale. Then exhale, put a generous bend in that front knee. Bring your top hand down. Send your left leg back and put your knee on the mat. Then inhale to rise up into a big lunge. That feels so good for me. You can bring your hands to your knee if you prefer. We'll just stay here for a couple of full rounds of breath just to really let that sink in here. Inhale to lift your arms one more time. And exhale your hands down to the mat. Do you see that? My dog's downstairs. He's gonna be barking. So, hands down to the mat. Start to shift your weight over to your right foot. Now, right heel can lift off. Yeah, he's barking. Levi, stop. Okay, right heel can lift off. So you see I've shifted my weight over to my right foot here. So this is Skandasana. So you should feel a big stretch in your left inner thigh. Left toes are lifted. I should probably go back in this kennel. So just take a full round of breath here. Levi! Hey, Levi! You wanna come upstairs? Come here. Come here. So now start walking yourself into the center and at the same time drawing that left foot in. So we're coming into Malasana here, or yogic squat. So toes are pointed outward, elbows come to the insides of your knees, hands come to prayer. So use your hands to press your elbows outward. Your hips are really sitting down low here. So I'll show you the side view. So my hips are way down low, they're not way back behind me. So take one more full round of breath here in Malasana. In fact, take another couple breaths. I'm going to figure out my dog situation. Levi! Levi, come here. Come on, come back up. Come on. Yeah, come upstairs. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yep. There you go. Go away. You're loud down there. You're loud. I don't know what they're barking at. No one's home. Alright, so you've had some extra time in Malasana, so I hope you're feeling really good. Levi, go lay down. Go lay down. So now we're just going to move straight onto the other side. So start to shift your weight into that left foot, stretch your right foot out, come up onto your heel, lift your toes, lay down, Levi. He really wants to go downstairs and bark. It's the funnest thing ever. So now this time you're feeling that big stretch in your right inner thigh. Take a full round of breath here. And then we'll start to switch around. So really use your hands here. Rotate all the way onto the top of that leg. Come all the way around into this lunge. Inhale to lift your arms. Option for your hands to be on your knee here. Take a couple of full rounds of breath. Inhale to lift your arms high. Exhale them down. Now tuck your toes, lift your back knee. Really bring that back leg in, and again, remember, drive into the ground with the ball of your foot. Light up your gastrocnemius back here. Lift your kneecap by engaging your quad so your leg is straight but strong and active. That's going to protect your knee. So left hand can come down, Right arm goes up, lift your gaze or drop it down. Shoulders are open to the side. Right toes are pointed to the side. Maybe you feel a big stretch here, your lower back, your psoas, maybe a big stretch in your hamstrings on your left leg. One more big inhale. And exhale it down. So now we'll continue one more time all the way through. This time we're going to do like one breath, one movement, kind of. And then if you want to keep flowing, you can keep flowing. So we're starting out, let's see, we were here. So we're in triangle. So now lower it down. Step that back leg back. Inhale to rise. Lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Moving into Skandasana. Shift your weight onto your left foot. Lift your right toes. Now slide that foot in. Move into Malasana, yogic squat. Or garland pose. Some people call it frog, but Malasana would translate to garland pose. And then switch over into your Skandasana on your other side. Hands can be at heart center or on the ground for more support. And then start rotating over into this lunge. Inhale to lift. Exhale it down. Yes, you're a good boy. You're good. And then step that back leg in, straighten out your front leg. Remember, active leg. Inhale, up into triangle. It feels good. So you can keep, you see how it goes side to side. So you can keep on rolling through if you want, if you're ready to move on with class. We'll meet in this wide-legged forward fold. You're always welcome to pause whenever you need to throw in something extra. So in this wide-legged forward fold, bend your knees deeply, point your toes to the outside, and inhale to lift your arms, coming into your 5-pointed star. And then we're just gonna meet all the way back in downward facing dog. So however you want to get there, if you need some water or anything, take some time, grab some water, whatever you need. Meeting in down dog. Inhale to lift your right leg high, and then exhale to step it through. So we're coming into pigeon here. So check behind you, make sure that left leg is straight behind you. Now your right, I'm trying to see if you can really see me here. So your right leg doesn't really need to be way up here. You can bring that foot a little closer to your hips if it's more comfortable for you. So figure out your pose, come all the way up onto your fingertips, arch your back, lift your gaze, and then start to walk those hands forward. So coming into resting pigeon, if you have a pillow or a blanket or something, you can rest down on that. Maybe you just want to rest your forehead all the way down on your mat. Just really feel that grounding here. I am grounded. I am safe and secure. I trust myself. Take one more full round of breath. Start to bring yourself back up if you're in that resting pigeon. Then tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee, and inhale to lift back into your downward facing dog. Do whatever feels good here. If you want to lift that leg high, go for it. Just do whatever feels good. That pigeon is such a big pose. So when you're ready for the left side, inhale to lift your left leg high. Exhale it through. Again, taking a moment to figure out, make sure that right leg is straight behind you. Figure out your angle that you need. Flex your toes towards your knee. And then if you want to come down onto your elbows, down onto your arms. am grounded. I am safe and secure. I trust myself. Take one more full round of breath. Lift yourself up if you're not already up. Tuck your toes under, lift your back knee. Inhale to lift your leg. Do whatever feels good. And then we'll meet all the way down on our backs. We'll take a simple twist before moving into Shavasana. So bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little back massage. Rocking side to side. Then let both of your knees fall over to the left. You can gaze over your right fingertips here. Send your breath deep into your belly. Feel yourself grounding. Use your inhale to guide your legs back to center. And then let both of your knees fall over to the right. Gaze over your left fingertips this time. Breathe deep into your belly. Inhale your knees back to center and take a moment for anything that's missing. Again, this is your practice, you're at home. If there's anything else that you need to do, feel free to pause the video, take some time for whatever you feel like is missing from your practice. If you need any other poses, any other movements, when you're ready, we'll just meet in Shavasana. I'll get you all set up in Shavasana. And I encourage you to stay here as long as you can. After I get you set up in the pose, I'll end the video, but don't let that be the end of your meditation. If you have extra time, then spend as much time as you can in this meditation. It's so good for you. If you can only spend a couple minutes, that's still great and amazing. So let your arms go alongside your body, palms facing up. Let your legs go long. And really feel that grounding. Remember that root chakra is all about grounding and stability and security and safety. So really feel all those areas of your body that are making contact with your mat, making contact with the earth, the backs of your legs, the backs of your heels, your entire back, the backs of your arms, the backs of your hands, the back of your head. Just feel all of that contact with the earth, that grounding sensation. Feel your whole body just melting towards the earth. Unclench your jaw, relax your tongue, relax your whole face. I am grounded. I am safe and secure. I trust myself. I am grounded. I am safe and secure. I trust myself. Again, stay in Shavasana as long as you can. Corpse pose. Thank you so much for joining my class today. Please leave a comment if you enjoyed class, just to let me know that you're a part of class, and I hope everyone stays safe and healthy and happy. The light in me sees and honors that same light in you. Namaste.